that the World Health Organization estimates that by 2020, chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder will become the fourth cause of death globally, with the current global mortality of 2.74 million people per year. Our guest today is 14-year-old Shaniqua, who has been smoking for the past 2 years, but what she doesn't know is that her younger brother, Jamal, has been exposed to his sister's secondhand smoke and might be at risk for respiratory problems. Please welcome Shaniqua and her younger brother, Jamal.
Hey y'all! How you doing?
Hello Shaniqua, welcome to the show.
Hey Maury.
I understand that you're a smoker. How often do you smoke?
Well, Maury, I smoke 5 to 7 cigarettes a day, inside and outside. I really don't care.
Did you know your smoking is affecting your brother's health?
Why do I care about my brother's health? I don't care. It ain't hurt me none.
Well, we put your brother to a quantity test to show the level of smoke exposure, and we'll have the results after the commercial.
Woo.
This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute and sit right there and tell you how I became addicted to smoking bad air. In West Toronto, born and raised in the alleys where I spent most of my days, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and sparking on the ciggies outside of school. When my brother was near, and I was up to no good, started making trouble and his lungs understood. I gave him past some smoke, and my mom got scared and said, "You're going on the Maury show up in Bel Air." I pulled up to the studio at 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cabbie, "I'm home, smoke you later." Looked at my sick pack and felt some despair. Walking on the set, but my cig's not there.
We're back. If you're joining us, we're about to reveal the test of Jamal's quantity test to see if his sister's smoking has affected his respiratory system. Shanae, Shaniqua's mom, is at the back waiting for the results. And the results reveal you test positive for secondhand smoke exposure.
Shaniqua, I told you that
Who's letting this on me? This is my smoking habit.
I told you to stay away from my son.
I can't take it anymore.
Let's bring out our guest speaker, Ken Lai, who published an article in Pediatrics in 2009 titled Secondhand Smoke and Respiratory Symptoms Among Current Adolescent Smokers.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Tell us about your study.
Well, my colleagues and I focused on the association of secondhand smoke and adolescents in respiratory systems in current adolescent smokers.
And how did you do it?
Where we asked 36,612 individuals from grades 6 to 10 in 85 different secondary schools in Hong Kong. We categorized them as smokers, experimental smokers, current smokers, and non-smokers. And then we asked them questions related to secondhand smoke exposure, their perceptions on smoking habits, and current respiratory symptoms, and things that they were experiencing as well.
And what did you find?
Our overall result was there was a dose-related response between respiratory problems and level of secondhand smoke exposure. As you can see here, as the number of times of exposure to secondhand smoke per week increases, so does the percentage of respiratory problems. Current smokers who are exposed to secondhand smoke 1 to 4 days a week had a 50% increased risk of developing respiratory problems. 47% of smokers smoked in public places such as parks and streets. The only issues that we experienced with our study was that our questionnaire was self-reporting. We chose this method because our large sample size would have made it difficult to obtain objective measurements for each individual. Additionally, the question of whether respiratory symptoms came before secondhand exposure is difficult to confirm, as we conducted a cross-sectional survey rather than a longitudinal study.
Wow, that's interesting. So as we have seen, secondhand smoke exposure can have an effect on smokers as well as non-smokers with a dose-related relationship to respiratory symptoms. Join us next time on our segment called DNA, Who's Your Daddy?